In other news, Chinese President Xi Jinping has concluded a visit to Hong Kong to celebrate the 25th anniversary of its handover from Britain. During the visit, President Xi used the rare trip to hail China's rule over the city and insists that it is flourishing after a years-long political crackdown that has silenced dissent. Take a look.
回归祖国后，香港同胞实现当家作主，实现港人治港、高度自治，香港真正的民主由此开启。
President Xi also said the policies were a success and would remain in place, but that Hong Kong must respect Chinese leadership. President Xi oversaw the swearing-in of the new chief executive, John Lee. He is a Xi loyalist and a former security chief and helped crack down on pro-democracy protests. Since Beijing imposed a national security law on Hong Kong in 2020, opposition has been quashed and most leading pro-democracy figures have fled the country, been disqualified from office or jailed. But President Xi said Beijing had always acted for the good of Hong Kong. Critics, including many Western powers, say Beijing has effectively torn up the promise that Hong Kong would retain its way of life after the handover. Taiwan's premier said freedom and democracy had vanished in Hong Kong, while UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson said that Beijing has been failing to comply with its obligations. Take a look.
大家都看出来，中国答应香港人民的已经被世界看穿，被香港人民唾弃。我们也更可以知道，我们一定要坚守台湾的主权、自由、民主。中国的所谓"一国两制"根本不堪检验。
We simply cannot avoid the fact that for some time now, Beijing has been failing to comply with its obligations. It's a state of affairs that threatens both the rights and freedoms of Hong Kongers and the continued progress and prosperity of their home. That's why we've given BNO Hong Kongers a pathway to reside in the UK. This is, after all, a place where freedom of speech, assembly and association is respected and not criminalised. And so it's no surprise that 120,000 Hong Kongers and their families have already set out down that path.
London has become increasingly critical of Chinese rule there after Beijing imposed a harsh national security law in 2020 following huge and sometimes violent protests in Hong Kong the previous year. In response, the UK has started offering a pathway to citizenship for British national overseas passport holders and their families from the city.